Got a ring full of cattle here to go, and who'll give me $2 a pound and go? Hit 150, 75, 175, hit $2, 2 1/4, 2 1/2, hit 250, 75, $3, $3, out 310, hit 310, 20, 320, sold 310. The gentleman in the black hat up in the top of the seats. Well, my name's Jack Daines, and I'm 83 years old. There were 7 boys in our family, and we had no electricity, and that it was just living on a farm, and my mother worked very hard with 7 sons. I loved my brothers very much. I just took and raised them just to be like me.
It's a beautiful day here in Red Deer.
Well, my first rodeo would be the Calgary Stampede. I was a spectator. I loved watching the horses jump and kick and watching the whole rodeo. Rodeo was a really big part of my life. And it just made my blood run warm to watch those bucking horses and those cowboys. I've got a lot of buckles. I took the Greyhound bus down to Owls, and then I got a ride out to the rodeo, and I got into the rodeo, and I put my rope around the cow, and I put my hands on the rope, and I put them on the top, and they said, "No, little boy, you put your hands under." So I put my hands under, and I rode the cow. I won the steer riding, and I got a trophy, and that was my first rodeo. 60 years ago, I was working on a field on a tractor, and there's a side hill at the rodeo grounds at Innisfil at the Daines Ranch. I said that would be a good place to build a rodeo ground for a place to me to practice. So I built the rodeo grounds, and then I got it all lined up for a place to practice. And then one day, a person came out and said, "Jack, why don't you have a rodeo?" I said, "Me have a rodeo?" Last 58 years, I have ran the rodeo all by myself. I didn't have a committee. There was just Jack Daines doing the rodeo. So everybody in the community and surrounding areas all come, and it's a big thrill to see that whole side hill just totally full of people. So I learned to, whatever I was doing, to do a real good job. Whether it was building a fence or whatever it was, I had to do a good job. I was treating a steer, and a rope that came off from the steer and hit me in the face and knocked my eye out. Now I've got an artificial eye in there, and I make it out fine.
Looks cool.
Yeah. We have a son, Dwayne, and we've also got a couple of daughters. Dwayne was an all-around champion of Canada and saddle-bronc champion of Canada when he was rodeoing, and then also major rodeos throughout the United States. And once the horse reared over in the chute and broke his back and paralyzed him from the waist down. So I went into his hospital bedroom, and I'm crying. And Dwayne came up to the door and he said, "Dad, why are you crying?" And I said, "Well, Dwayne, you're my son and I love you, and now you're paralyzed, you can't walk." He said, "Look, Dad, I will come to the auction market and I will sell cattle, but do you love me because I'm your son, or do you love me because I can walk? Because I tell you what, that I will do a good job." Look at the birds behind us. When I was up announcing at Golden, BC, I was announcing a rodeo, and I was going to be in the bronc ride. And I looked over and I seen my wife and children sitting up in the seats, and I thought, why put my wife through all this? I love it. So I said over the mic, I said, "This will be my last rodeo." I could auctioneer and sell, and started running a great auction market and a great rodeo. Whenever there was a community event, I would go there and donate my time for the auction, and the money would go to the charity. And it was a real fun to do that community service. My life has been a thrilled life to be just who I am. Whatever you're doing, just do a good job and be yourself, and don't tell lies about other people or anything. And just be good to your family and be good to the people that you work with, and just be a good person.